Well, the Supreme Court ruling striking down Roe v. Wade could impact women of color more severely than anyone else. A Duke University study estimates that a complete abortion ban could increase black maternal deaths by 33%. Black women are already 3 to 4 times more likely to die giving birth compared to white women. I want to bring in Kanika Harris from the Black Women's Health Imperative. Kanika, those are some damning stats, and this is personal from you. Talk to us about your own experience as a black woman having an abortion and what impact this ruling will have on women of color.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I never thought in my 40s that I would be in a situation where I would have to contemplate an abortion. I was married, I had children, substantially employed, and didn't know that I would end up in that situation. However, due to my previous pregnancies, due to experiencing trauma and racism during pregnancy and delivery, it was recommended that if I were to get pregnant again, that my uterine walls had stretched so thin from my pregnancies, having 2 twin pregnancies, that it wasn't a good idea for me to move forward with the pregnancy. And despite our best efforts, my husband and I, we found ourselves pregnant when I had 1.5-year-old twins. And we had to make the very difficult decision to pursue that pregnancy or terminate that pregnancy. You know, living in DC, recognizing that black people in DC represent 50% of the population in DC, but 90% of the maternal deaths in DC. So
why do you think that is?
It's a lot of reasons. One, it's racism and racist care, both disrespectful care in hospitals. I've gone to 2 different hospitals in DC to deliver and have received disrespectful care where I wasn't listened to. And additionally, it's racism over our life course. You know, from the time we're born to the time we reach reproductive age. There's 20 years of research to show that the stress that we endure because of racist policies, because of trying to overcome and circumvent the system to get terminal degrees to succeed, that weathers our reproductive organs and can put us in higher risk when we're pregnant.
Your organization's website says your mission is to lead the effort to solve the most pressing health issues that affect black women and girls in the U.S. So how does the SCOTUS ruling impact that mission?
So it just energizes us in our mission. We started in reproductive health 40 years ago. So we will just continue the fight. We will, develop allies and work with our allies, our reproductive other organizations that we work with to continue to fight to make sure that abortion access, it's accessible, it's safe, and that we work on the front end in terms of contraception as well.
I want to get to another question about what we heard from Asa Hutchinson, the governor of Arkansas, and AOC today. So Governor Hutchinson essentially said he is comfortable with the government forcing a woman to carry out a pregnancy. Here is how Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez reacted to that this morning.
The state of Arkansas and Governor Hutchinson governs over a state that has the 3rd highest maternal mortality in the United States. 71% of the women who die are black women as well. This is a state that has 26% child poverty, where 1 in 4 children are living in in poverty in the state of Arkansas, and forcing women to carry pregnancies against their will kill them.
I want to get your reaction to what we heard her say, and also the fact that many of these states that have abortion bans have exceptions for the mother. If the mother's life is at risk, there is an exception for her to get an abortion. I want to get your take on that as well.
Yeah, it angers me. It's personal because I had to make the gamble of whether I would be here for my own children. As someone who financially supports my family, would I carry out a pregnancy and die and not be here for the children that are here, that I have, and not be here for my husband and my family? So those are decisions that are at play when you say that a woman has to carry out a pregnancy that could be extremely high risk that she could die from.
But do you accept the exceptions? Do you trust those exceptions essentially for women, for the mothers who could have their lives at risk? They have an exception to get an abortion in some of these states.
If we trust those women and trust black women to know what those health risks are, to know that they are at health risk as well, and those medical providers also believe them, then that would be at that. But no, right now I don't trust them to make a decision for us to carry out a pregnancy and trust that medical risk.
All right, thank you so much, Kanika Harris. We appreciate it.
Thank you.